Hey guys, this is Adrian with Five House Mosaics here, and today I want to share a little bit about what inspires my art and where I see it going from here. Because life sometimes hands you curveballs, as it did many of us all over the globe. But um, the last few years, I've been working with the educational system, with the school system, and after they got shut down, the main source of my income was completely wiped out. But the thing that got me through this time was being able to go back to my first love, which was all things art. You see, when I grew up, I used to absolutely love to look at the old building architecture. I loved old masonry and brickwork, hand carved wood, just looking at the beautiful stained glass mosaic windows that adorn the old historic churches. And I always wanted to learn how to do these things when I got older. So, before I got off of active duty in the U.S. Army, one of the local bases was offering classes in stained glass mosaics. So I created one Christmas all of these beautiful stained glass mosaics, paying homage to the place where my mother and father are from. So everybody one Christmas got one of these cutting boards. And as I started to take more and more advanced classes, as my budget would allow, I created a piece which became my signature piece, and this is here. So this was created out of one piece of glass, and you see there's a rainbow of different color. I added in some beadwork, beads from West Africa. But I started to really look at mixed media. But when you start to take these classes, some of the stained glass work and the equipment and all that stuff adds up to upwards sometimes of $100 per square foot of material. But art is so therapeutic. I've taught classes to children and adults over the years, and I want to really start to get into more public artscapes, like the times that I volunteered with with graffiti artists, muralists, to do art on the side of buildings, and that was a lot of fun. It opened my eyes to a different world. But the thing that got me through the last couple of months was being able to take like the sundress and make the skirt, or this tool that I couldn't figure out how to work with. I learned how to work with it, made this tulle skirt with this beautiful elastic that I found at Joann's Fabrics, and was able to make this beautiful tutu. And just being able to go from concept to creation with your own hands and your own imagination is something that you can't even imagine. Is so emotionally cathartic. I thought when I gotten this little piece of vinyl at Joann's on one shopping trip recently, that I was going to be able to hand carve this, but quickly realized that I was in over my head. So a grant from Joann's Fabric would not only allow me as a black crafter to be able to then teach more classes and involve more people in my community in this art, but it would allow me to get more equipment. It would allow me to get more tools, more material to be able to create more things, because I want to do bigger projects where I can involve the community and I can have people come into the classes, learn from me, and we all create together. I see my art moving forward as becoming, instead of my side gig where I just do one-off projects as clients come to me and not really push it, being my main gig, because we're in a market where if you can't create with your hands and your own brain, then you're going to be in a really bad way moving forward. This art saved me in another way, because a couple of months ago I lost my mom to medical negligence. And if it weren't for the fact that I had enough of the resources to be able to do this crafting, I don't know where I would be today. Because there's not many people that look like me that do art at a really high level, and I want to be one of those people. And I really hope that this grant will help to do that.